Viewers, imagine a prison so terrifying that even the most fearless rebels shiver at its name. A place where crime is punished in ways so brutal, so unthinkable, that criminals confess before the torture even begins. Sounds like a scene from a horror movie, right? But no, it's reality. In one African nation, led by Ibrahim Traoré, punishments have been created that the world has never seen before. While most countries write laws only on paper, he enforces them with iron hands. Rebels, traitors, and criminals are subjected to torments that test not only the body but the soul. Today we'll explore these punishments in shocking detail. From cages that break the mind, to masks that erase your identity, to poisons that kill slowly, drop by drop. This is the story of the world's harshest prison. Stay with me until the end, because the last punishment will shake you to your core. 1. Why these punishments exist. Before we dive into the punishments themselves, let's ask, why would a leader choose such extreme methods? Africa has faced decades of civil wars, foreign interference, and rebellions. Armed groups rise overnight, funded by outside powers, and innocent people pay the price. In such chaos, normal laws and prisons often fail. Rebels escape, corruption spreads, and fear of justice disappears. That's when Ibrahim Traoré stepped in. Instead of following the international standard, he introduced punishments so terrifying that even thinking about rebellion became unbearable. His message was clear: if you betray your people, you will not escape. Your punishment will be remembered for generations. 2. The punishment of rats. The first, and perhaps the most infamous, is called rat torture. A prisoner is tied flat on the ground. A metal container is placed on his chest or stomach. Inside that container, starving rats, creatures desperate to escape. Then fire is lit beneath the metal. As the container heats up, the rats panic. And there's only one escape route: through the prisoner's flesh. They claw, bite, and dig their way inside the body. Within minutes, the victim is screaming in unimaginable agony. This torture isn't only physical. The moment the fire begins, the prisoner knows exactly what will happen. He imagines the rats inside him before it even begins. That psychological terror breaks most rebels before the pain does. Witnesses say many confess instantly, begging for mercy, swearing loyalty, anything to avoid the rats. But for those who endure, the end is either madness or death. The true purpose? Fear. Once people hear of it, even the thought of rebellion sends shivers down their spine. 3. The iron box. Next is the iron box, a punishment designed not to kill quickly but to destroy slowly. The prisoner is locked inside a metal cage so small that he cannot stand straight, sit comfortably, or lie down. Every movement hurts. In the burning summer, the iron walls turn into fire. In the freezing nights, they become ice. Prisoners stay inside not for hours, but for days. There is no light, no sound, no contact with another human. Only a tiny hole in the roof lets in air, just enough to survive. Each breath feels like it might be the last. Psychologists say isolation this extreme breaks the human mind faster than pain. Victims hallucinate. They forget who they are. Some begin screaming endlessly. Others fall silent, broken completely. The iron box doesn't just punish the body, kills the spirit. Society sees rebels reduced to shadows of themselves, and no one dares follow in their footsteps. 4. Half-hanging and public execution. But the cruelty doesn't stop there. Before the iron box, rebels may face a punishment called half-hanging. Here's how it works. The prisoner is hanged until he is just seconds from death. Gasping, struggling, eyes rolling back. Then suddenly he's lowered down. The pain remains, but life continues. And then, the torment begins. In front of witnesses, his stomach may be cut open. Organs are pulled out as he remains conscious, aware of every second. Finally, the head is pierced to end the torture. Why such brutality? To send a public message. Every onlooker remembers what they saw, and word spreads like wildfire. This is what happens to traitors. 5. The mirror mask. One of the most disturbing punishments is called the mirror mask. At first, it looks simple, a heavy metal mask locked onto the prisoner's face. Tiny holes allow breathing but not normal vision. In summer, the metal burns. In winter, it freezes. The mask cannot be removed. Day and night, the prisoner eats, drinks, and sleeps with it on. Slowly, they lose their sense of identity. They cannot see themselves in a mirror. They forget their own face. Psychological studies show that when a person is denied recognition of their own identity, they begin to feel less than human. They start believing they are no longer a man or woman, just a living shell. This is why the mirror mask is feared so deeply. It doesn't just torture the body, it erases the soul. 6. The drop of poison. Now, let's talk about the punishment Ibrahim Traoré calls the drop of poison. This is not about violence. It's about slow death. The prisoner is tied to a chair. A bowl of poison water is placed in front of him. But the poison is diluted, just enough to cause pain, not instant death. Every hour, the prisoner drinks a single drop. At first, it feels like a small sting. But soon, the veins burn like fire. The lips dry, the throat closes, the body weakens. Yet death does not arrive. For hours, for days, this cycle continues. The prisoner suffers endlessly, knowing that another drop is always coming. It's a torture of anticipation. Doctors say this is one of the cruelest methods ever designed, because the victim feels himself dying slowly, but never receives the release of death. 7. The message to the world. Friends, you've now seen the punishments introduced under Ibrahim Traoré's rule: rats, iron boxes, half-hangings, mirror masks, and poison drops. Each one is designed not only to punish rebels, but to terrify society into obedience. Critics argue that such brutality violates human rights, but supporters say it has reduced crime and rebellion dramatically. After all, fear can sometimes succeed where laws fail. The real question is this: if such punishments existed in our countries, would corruption, rebellion, and crime still thrive? Or would criminals think twice before breaking the law? Dear viewers, Ibrahim Traoré has shown the world one thing: laws on paper mean nothing unless they are enforced. His methods may be harsh, but they have forced even the boldest rebels to bow down. Now I ask you, do you believe leaders in your own country have the courage to take such drastic steps? Or will they continue to let criminals roam free while ordinary citizens suffer? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if this video opened your eyes, hit like, share it with others, and subscribe to our channel. Because here we reveal truths that others fear to speak. Remember, justice delayed is justice denied. And in some parts of the world, justice comes with fire, iron, and poison.